Oh. Oof. Eric and Kyle. Howdy. How's your guys' week been? Yeah, I got a surprise day off today. I was working many days in a row. My manager was like, wait, what? Because I've had like 3 or 4 people changing my schedule. So he's like, oh my God, yeah, he's like, executive decision, you're off today. So I'm like, oh, I'm having fajitas. Fajitas. That is how you pronounce it, by the way. Anyone else is lying to you. It's been an interesting week. How about you? Pretty good. I made a pretty banger sale. I've been having pretty good days. I had back-to-back days as one of the top 5 bestsellers in the DFW area, so that was kind of cool. Yeah, hello Twitch and YouTube, Kyle. Oh, so yeah, job is going well. I like it a lot. Got back to Texas to celebrate my birthday. Happy birthday, Kyle, or happy belated birthday. And the 4th drive back, now I wait. Honestly, sounds like a good day. Hopefully you had a good birthday. And hopefully you weren't driving too much on it. Hey, Jibogo. Oof. We have been off this game since literally the last time I streamed, so trying to get back into it. Dinner time? What's for dinner, Matt? Nope, just slept mostly, didn't need to do anything. That's kind of a good feeling though. That's like the most adult answer. It's like, what did you do that day? It's like, nothing, I didn't do a single thing. And it's like, that is a nice feeling. How's the mattress business? It's booming. It was funny, I was working pretty long hours in July 4th weekend, and some stores were like absolutely booked, and the one I was in, unfortunately, was not. It was not doing super well, but I moved a decent amount of product. You know, I'm getting pretty good at it. It's actually it's really fun. Honestly, I really look forward to going to work. It's kind of exciting. Granted, I'm sure that's gonna stop if I have a slow day, but for the most part, I've had pretty good days. I think right now I'm on track for like the equivalent of making like somewhere between 80 and 100K if I can keep up this pace. So just my natural charisma and salesmanship carrying me through, chat. Happy late birthday, Kyle. What will Santa bring you? I don't know if that's how it works, but you know, maybe it's different in Texas. I was not born here, so. If I cannot find a 3rd player for my organization for LCS, I'll be shutting down my org, your org, Canada Gaming. Well, that's why you gotta recruit. Also, is it really an org if you're not paying people? Also, I think Canada has an A in it. Yeah, mattress business in DFW going well. There's some woman who's been working in the Oklahoma branch that's been reaching out in our group chat. She is selling an absurd amount of money. She is literally like a stuff. I don't know what she's doing, what kind of witchcraft she's engaging in, but it is an absurd amount of sales. I don't even want to think about what her commissions are. Sleep in Asian buffet. We do like some Asian buffet food. Apparently there's a place near one of the places I work, like the locations, that apparently is $50 for all you can eat sushi and hibachi. And I'm like, yo, with the right people, that could be kind of insane. It was a mistypo. You know you can change your username, right? and clothes, which as adults, I can't get enough of. Yes. Honestly, one thing I need is nicer socks, you know? I need, like, to get, like, some more, like, business casual socks. You know, like, longer, like, dress socks, but, like, not quite dress socks. Yeah, you know you're an adult when you get, like, socks as a gift from someone, and you're like, hell yeah, dude. That was when I felt the most adult, when people give me, like, useful gifts, and I'm like, oh, sick. Because a kid, if it was not a toy or a video game, I was like, what kind of useless crap is this? Sweater? Nowadays, if I get a cool sweater, I'm like, oh, sick. And then I can, like, imagine, like, what outfit it would go with. I bet you can't do a ground pinch over 170. I can't. I don't practice them, so. I'm trying to warm up, so. Yeah, I don't know the timing for a ground pinch. I had a pretty good cookser on the stream the other day, and that was pretty fast. Yeah, I don't really practice ground pinches. Oh. I let my organization spirit. I know, candidate. That was the story you told. I mean, before 2027, you have a long time. I don't know if you're trying to. The only downside is that the RLCS season is kind of over. You have the LCQ, but it's, I don't even know when that NA's one is. So you're kind of running out of competition for that. Try. I don't really practice them. I don't know the timing for a ground pinch. I also don't like donation for hitting shots, because in my entire 6-7 years I've been... that was a mistake, I didn't mean to do that. In my entire 7 years of streaming, I don't think I have ever been paid after hitting a clip for someone. They're like, yo, if you could hit a double tap at some point this game, I'll pay you 10 bucks. And I hit a double tap in a ranked game, and they're just like, oh, and then they leave, and it's just like, cool. I remember this guy who bet me 50 bucks if I could win 2 straight games, and then I did. And then he's like, oh, sorry, that one doesn't count because they forfeit early. And I'm like, okay. And then I won another one, and then he's like, oh, no, that doesn't count because, like, it has to be in a row because your streak got reset. And I'm like, dude, whatever. And then I kind of just gave up. But then I won another one, and then he just never chatted, and he left. And I'm like, this is why I hate people who come into chat being like, yo, hit a blah, blah, blah for X amount of money. And I'm like, buddy, like, you are 100% 12 years old. Like, you do not have a debit card. You're just saying stuff because you want attention. Oh, that flick alone makes me feel confident that we can queue. The one thing that always takes by far the longest to warm back into is air dribbling. That's the one thing I'm a little like on. All right, while we're queuing, I will go for some ground pinches. Nope. I think I need to like roll it all the way to the ceiling and then fall with it so I can boost down into it right as it is about to hit. That's the timing where I don't know enough, and I don't watch clippers who go for them enough to like know that setup. Per squared, howdy. What you doing? What you up to? How's the cadaver business, I say, inventing a job for Pi R squared? I saw someone work at a funeral home define their job as human taxidermy, and I'm not gonna lie, that was like one of the funniest things I've seen. Because I'm like, it's like one of those things where it's like, describe your job poorly. It's like, that's kind of like, look, yeah, you do it. A little dead, but that's to be expected. Make a song using lyrics. I want to meet your madre, pay my respects to your padre. Hey, buddy, this is not an AI chat. Maybe you should go to a musical YouTuber. I'm sure there's some that are, you know, live producing songs or whatever. Oh. I don't know why, but I thought I had that angle pretty clean. My bad. That's me not playing for a week, is not getting the pacing right on these.
What's up, Taco?
Hey, Merle, thank you for the 57-month resub. Freezer, you gonna hit that right to me? Oh, no, you're not. Man, that was a really weak touch. I think he meant to do that weak because I think he saw me about to dunk the crap out of him. Bet you hit them high notes, you'd be right. But not right now. Oh, Andy, let that bounce. That actually kind of works. Oh, buddy, great flick. Andy, go! No, you doubled it. Wait, actually, he's gonna get a reset. What? I flat tired him and he still got that boost over me? That's kind of rigged. Hello, Drinky Cow. Oh. All right, going for the lightest touch there because I wanted to also dodge that demo. Oop. I tried to hit that and land. Didn't quite work. It's fine. Andy failed. That's a goal, probably. Oh, never mind. He's the GOAT? Ooh. Brow. Crow. What's going on over there? Okay. Ooh. I was hoping he would try to let that one go. And you want to die me? 50? That works. Flick. Ah, no! I think he was like thinking he wanted to get out of the way, but then halfway through his momentum was gonna get him. That's fine. Oh, we're gonna light touch that. We can probably torch him on that. Yes, we do. That should be a goal. And we're gonna near side that. Oh no, I hit the crossbar. He was gonna block my direct shot, so I wanted to go on the near side to just kind of shut it down. It's fine, buddy. We'll keep possession on that. Buy some time, Andy. Use the reset. Nice. Oh, that should be a goal. Oh. You want to catch that? Aw. Oh, that's... My bad. Thought you saw me trailing that one, but that's completely fair that he went for that. I was just trying to hold it up because I was like, ah, it's okay. I'll just hold it up, and then that guy will dive at nothing, but should have assumed teammate would just kind of be paying attention to his rotation. That wasn't super clear what I was doing, to be fair. I'm not going to claim that that was like a very obvious play or whatever. Nice. Okay, cool. Sign ad. Hey, Crimson. We do have a... if you run into me during a game, I can sign your profile, but I can't do it otherwise. Unless there's channel point redemption for a profile sign. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You're fine, Andy, you got it? That works, in fact, so well that... I dusted him, but I put it over. Cringe. I think he actually has that. No, not really. Andy and me are like almost in sync because he can see me trying to pass it, but he like wants me to go up with it, where I'm like, I feel like it'd make more sense if I pull it the other way. All right, let's see if he passes this one. That's a really good shot, though. I'll give him that. We're just gonna get in the way of that one. That's fine. What's the arm? 1600. It's like 1700 just about. I think we're actually like 1677. We haven't played in like a week or so, so we're kind of warming back up. You're fine, buddy. If he waited just a half second to chow that, he probably could have jumped over. You gotta wait for that dude to land. Teammate waited like an extra half second on that. A little rough. You should get there. Turn. Nice. You want to pass? We're gonna dig that down. Oh, Andy, you didn't have the will, brother. If he went back post, he could extend that maybe. I'm gonna trust him to catch that as I go to the corner that I grabbed earlier, because I'm an idiot. Okay, we got the first save. You got the clear into the air dribble. Nice. I'm gonna stay level because yeah, I'm not 100% confident he's got that underneath. We're gonna hold that up. I'm gonna hit it behind him because he was going for the breakaway. You wanna catch that? No, Andy. Every time I see this guy, I want to say it's Andy Reid, but it's not his name. That's over. That's kind of embarrassing. That was a inferior team. Unfork. A lot of that was also me and Andy just not being on the same page. That was a good player, though. I think it was just he had a different mentality than me. Yeah, first goal is preventable by me. Second goal was just us not being on the same page. After that, they had pretty good offense, but, you know, got to be a little bit more decisive in front of goal, I guess. The cats are screwing something by the door. I think he probably killed a moth or something. They're keeping the homestead safe, chat, all right? That's what my cats do. There's no mice to hunt. Okay, you don't have that. Hey, Moons. Nice little lob. Hold that up. Oh my god, I pre-jumped it and then bailed. We're gonna go load, so he thinks he's safe, and he's not, and that could have been interesting. Speaking of interesting, please touch that one more time. Dusted, we're gonna do soft touch. Can we finish? Too weak. All right, I don't mind it. Get a bump. Get a bump. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, teammate. Oh, he sat on top of me. Damn. That would have been kind of hot. What? Oh. Sorry, teammate. That's a classic twos thing where I'm like, I probably have a better angle to tap that, but he's also like coming from the midfield. Nice. All right, good goal. It's almost the weekend again. Yeah. With my schedule, it's kind of weird because like I got given off today, I work tomorrow, and then I have the next day off, and then I go back. So I don't really have like 2 days straight for this week. So a little off put. Yeah, we have to do the GeoGuessr and Balatro stream. So I think my on Saturday, we're gonna schedule that up. Oh yeah, teammate. Right? Surely. Nice. All right. Oh wait, this guy's an anonymous player. I keep forgetting if their name is Player One. They are anonymous. Also, apparently, bots have weaseled their way through EAC, so we'll see if we run into any today. I'm fairly certain they've already been caught. Because part of what makes EAC so good is that it catches the bots, but also gets faster at detecting them. So I'm gonna hope that they got past, but then EAC's already tagged them and we've been able to slap them out. Yeah, we had a GeoGuessr / Balatro stream that we had a dono goal for. So I'm gonna schedule that probably Saturday. I'm gonna try to put out a noti about it tonight so people can have a forewarning. Did I get dusted? I did not. Juan Lopez, what's going on? Huh? Oh, I got a deflection. How's work? Work is actually kind of lit. I made a $13,000 sale the other day. Literally just in commission, I can pay my rent basically just off that one sale. It's pretty sick. Worked that guy for about 45 minutes before he was like, you know what? This thing's pretty cool. I'll take it. And I'm like, hell yeah, you will, brother. He was a relatively easy sell, though. It was mostly just convincing him of value. It wasn't necessarily arguing about price, because he was like, oh, okay, I get it, blah, blah, blah. And he was kind of haggling about, like, certain features, but, like, ultimately it's like, nah, don't worry, buddy. You'll love this. You just gotta believe, dude. What are you selling? I work at Mattress Firm. They didn't say that, Pinch. Lol. Yeah, we're selling mattresses, pillows, sheets, all that. Pretty lucrative business, I didn't realize. Apparently, I live in Dallas-Fort Worth area, so DFW is the #1 market in all of Mattress Firm. So, a lot of people need beds here. You know, a lot of also like college kids getting their first job in Dallas, moving here. A lot of colleges in the area as well. So, it's people like in off-campus apartments looking for a better bed. What? Mattress will never disappoint me. I just slept on a mattress a few days ago and it's still comfortable. That is nice. I'm tempted to switch to sales. I mean, it depends on what you're selling. Sales can be very good, but also very bad. Like, Mattress Firm is pretty great, has great margins and great commission structure, in my opinion. Probably the best I've seen. The only downside is obviously like you're kind of at the whim of traffic. Like some days, some like Tuesdays you can pop off, you can get a bunch of door swings, you got a bunch of people coming in, and you're just bang, 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 knocking it out. I had one where I was 4 for 4. I was rocking it. I was feeling good. Had a good like couple $100 in my back pocket after that day. But other days you just have one, or you have some guy who's like not even like, or it's like some kid. One thing that happens a decent amount is like a kid will come through to look for a mattress, and I'm like, okay, so is that the one you want? They're like, yeah, I think so. And I'm like, all right, cool. So how you paying for this? And they're like, oh, I'm not. We have to come back in with my mom. And I'm like, no, you don't. You can just, it's like we can take care of it right now, or like if your mom's paying for it, I can just send her a payment link, and then she can pay it remotely. She doesn't have to come in. She's like, no, she wants to come in and test the mattress. I'm like, then why did you come in? Because the problem is if she comes back later and I'm not here, then whoever finalizes the sale gets to split the commission with me. And I'm like, I did all the work, brother. So, all that stuff. How much sales you gotten so far? I don't actually know my total. I think it's... 25K in my first like 2 weeks. So not insane, but like a pretty decent average. On Schiffman, hold on. Is Schiffman the brand? Yeah, Mattress Firm only sells specific brands in our showroom, so I have a very niche knowledge on some mattresses. Because we get people come in all the time, be like, yo, tell us about Tulo, tell us about Helix, tell us about da-da-da, but we don't carry those in our stores because we just don't recommend those as much. So I don't know if I'd be able to tell you much about a Schiffman. Bonk. But for 2K, it's like a higher end, kind of like premium, lower end of luxury end mattresses. You don't get paid hourly by the sale. So we technically have an hourly salary, but that's basically like your budget. And so essentially every time you make a sale, you earn commission, and you get paid in the commissions the moment you hit over your budget. So let's say like let's say if I think it works out like with my thing, like my baseline salary is $870. So if I sold absolutely nothing for 2 weeks, I'd get paid $870. But if I made, let's say in that 2 week period, $2,200 in commissions, then my paycheck for those 2 weeks would be $2,200. Obviously minus my health insurance and all that, and withholdings. Oh, wow, he went right for it. Bloomingdale's brand? Yeah. Okay, that's a little wide, though. I don't think you realize that. Okay, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Yeah, retailing them as well. The one about retails 10K. It's super comfy. I don't understand won't make a 10K mattress. A lot of it is the material and how high quality it is. It's also how many layers and like density of like certain foams. Like, for example, Tempur-Pedics, like the main difference is there's different density foams in layers, and basically you're paying for how many different layers there are. As well as like the tech that goes into it with like, there's the Tempur Luxe or Breeze line, which is all like beds that actively cool you throughout the night. One of them actually comes with like active cooling and heating built into it, which is kind of sick. Otherwise, the other ones just have like a bunch of layers of material that basically pull heat. It's like phase change material, so as you heat up, the bed will pull heat out of your body and then push it out to the sides of the mattress. So when you lay on it, it actually feels cold, and it's pretty sick. It is the mattress that we get a huge employee discount on like twice a year, and eventually I'm going to buy that mattress. No, buddy, that's embarrassing that you just missed. Okay, well, what's the cheapest mattress price? The cheapest one that I know we sell in stores is a 6-inch foam mattress that retails for, I think, $160 for all sizes, basically. It's pretty cheap. It is not a good mattress. The only time I've ever sold that is when someone has like a bunk bed and they need like a super thin, cheap mattress for it. But normally I talk people into a slightly better choice because it's just not good. It's like the definitional, like, I barely have any money, I just need something to sleep on because I don't want to sleep on the ground type of mattress. But yeah, Mattress Firm doesn't go... The most expensive mattress we have is the Tempur Active Breeze. That one comes out to around $17K, but that's with a base and the mattress. We don't sell any of those hyper luxury, like, there's mattresses I know that like some designers, my friend works for an interior design firm, and some of their beds that they have sold to like millionaire clients or whatever, like $80,000 for their mattress. So those are kind of disgusting. It's already ripped because it's not built for quality. I don't know if DD's ever played ranked. Let's try this again. What happened here? I don't know what he thought was gonna happen there. Why is he taking a wide A? I don't get this, man. This guy has a 2025 RLCS contender tag. This is the most I was a coach tag I've ever seen in my life. Who is this kid? I wonder if he has a Steam profile so I can investigate who this is, because this is like a very puzzlingly bad contender tag player. Okay. $80K, yep. Again, that's a mattress that is like ridiculously comfy, super, super expensive. Like, no human would buy that unless you're a millionaire. Like, Mattress Firm does up to 72-month discount, 72 months financing, but even for a mattress like that, that would barely make a dent. Let me check this guy, because I don't recognize this guy at all. Ah, what a surprise, a private profile. Probably because he's getting cyberbullied because he's playing like that with a contender tag. Anyway. Active cooling is what my big back needs. The wife and I specifically want a match we could flip, which is rare, but the place had a shipment just double-sided, so we bought it. I mean, in my opinion, the best match is the one you don't really need to flip because they don't, like, ideally the best mattresses that I like, Tempurs are very good across time. They don't really sag too much. They last like a very, very long time. Because in my opinion, if a mattress can't last you at least like 3 years, it's kind of a piece of junk. And if it lasts you 5 years, then at that point, you're probably ready for a new mattress anyway. Or looking to maybe change things up. But yeah, that's at least how I sell my Tempurs. Like I've sold a couple Tempur-Pedics, and that was like the biggest thing for me is just like, not only they're super comfy, but like the cooling part is really what gets people. Especially in Dallas. I think it's like nationally the statistic that we hear is 30% of people complain that they're too hot when they sleep. But in Dallas, I would argue it's probably like at least 60% of people come in. I'm like, do you overheat when you sleep? And they're like, yes. It's just like, oh, okay. Horrible first touch. That's Line Blaze Panda Psy coach. Oh, okay. He should uninstall probably. How you doing, Lilo? Boop. But yeah, the active cooling is kind of insane. Ah! Oh my god. Like, I wasn't opposed to what that guy was doing, but I was also like, I'm already halfway up. I thought there were at least 10. I mean, a lot of mattresses can last that long. I just feel like a lot of people buy stuff like they do, like cheap shoes. They're like, I'm gonna buy these shoes. They're gonna last me like a year, and then I'll get new ones. And I'm like, I don't know. Why not just spend like good pair of boots should be lasting you multiple years. But some people just buy boots and then they're like decimated within like a year and a half, and you're just like, what are we doing here? Lilo, thank you for 4 months, dude. I forgot Brian can't parse multiple letters. I just met one of your haters in another chat. What do you mean haters? I didn't know I had haters. That's kind of cool. 90% of the time when I have a hater, it's usually because I've either timed them out in a chat because they're being massive pansies about me banning them for something. I've had a kid come in and say like actively slurs, and I ban them, and they're like, they banned me for like no reason. And then they act all tough, like, oh yeah, taco sucks anyway, nah. And then meanwhile, they come in on an alt like 2 months later, be like, can you please unban me? I'm like, yeah, you're talking tough in other chats, calling me like a pussy and you hate me and da-da-da-da. And then meanwhile, you're freaking begging on your hands and knees, snot running down your face to please get unbanned. Like, buddy, get real. Get real. You know you made it when people take the time to actively hate on you, chat. A year, lol, shoes last me like 3 months max. I mean, yeah, it depends on the shoes you're getting. I need to buy new work shoes, personally, or at least get some good insoles, because my feet are killing me, dude. Like, because in my workplace, I don't really need to wear, like, dress shoes or, like, really nice shoes. I just need to wear black shoes, so I'm trying to get, like, a pair of all black shoes. That is, like, the one thing that I hate. All these shoes are like all black, but with like a white stripe for the support or whatever. But I'm like, no, give me an all black shoe. That is all I want. Oh, I had no faith he would hit that. So Juan, you're just gonna say that and then not expand? Okay, cool. Amount of planned obsolescence and us consuming it. So, I mean, yeah, that's why, like, I mean, a lot. I first learned about it when it comes to buying cleats for soccer back in the day as a kid, because you can get cleats for. That's really funny. You can buy cleats for like $100 or 60 to 100 bucks, but they have those versions of cleats that are really cheap, and then they have like the $300 ones that are like kangaroo leather and whatever. And the $300 ones will last you like a season and a half, maybe, or like of a hardcore playing. Most people are gonna last a while. Those $100, $60 cleats, I think I tore the soles or something within a season every single time. They said they played against you and you lost and you reported him? Okay, well, I have never reported someone for losing. I reported him for after I lost. I would only report someone if they were very clearly boosting or cheating. He was probably the one getting boosted then, honestly. That's what he said. Or something. They said they played against you and you lost and you reported him. I mean, I don't report people. I mean, even the people I hate, I would never report them unless it's very obvious they're boosting or cheating. And so a couple months ago, there was definitely a lot of people using bots. Or they were just dropping slurs or something. Like if they're playing and just, you know, using like numbers to like spell out horrible words or something to get around filters or whatever, then I would report people. But yeah, I don't know what he's possibly talking about. This is also one of those exact moments where, like, for him, he's like, I'll never forget Taco doing that. That was my canon moment. And for me, I'm just like, yeah, I have no memory of you, buddy. You mean nothing to me. Bang. Oh, what a save. Okay. And then they said they're sub to you. Kick. That's funny. All right, went for the pinch, almost got it. I don't know how they demoed me there, but okay. These guys are so weird on defense. Can me and my brother and cousin play against y'all? Wait, 3 different people have to play against me? No. I don't play against people I don't know, Pedro. Sorry. All right. Yep. WH2O break. Gotta drink your H2O, chat. Called my mom earlier because she was saying to call me anytime, and then I called her and she didn't pick up, and then I didn't hear from her, and then I texted her, hey, when should I call? And then I didn't tell her, and then I told her, all right, well, I'm gonna stream later, and then she didn't respond, and then she called me, and I'm like, gosh dang it, mom. That's what happens. Oh. Ooh, terrible touch. Yeah, forgive my rust, chat. I play this game 1 week at a time. So you play against friends? Are you an MMR stealing from, bro? Is that the type of man you are? Maybe. The lightest little reset. That was a bad one. But I was like, I just need to beat this one guy. Man, our air dribbling is so terrible, but everything else feels pretty good, chat. It really is like riding a bike. Like, everything in this game feels pretty good when I come back to it, except for air dribbling. More! I didn't even hear him. Do you see yourself quitting this game? I don't know, I enjoy this game. Ooh. I didn't realize I had that much time to hit that. I mean, as long as I commentate the game, I'll always be playing it. Thank you. All right. That was a weird chow. I could have angled that better. Why did I barely notice the hat? Bro just thought I was bald? That's crazy. Good demo, it's fine. Oh. Okay. It's an overtouch. Just because I didn't know where player 3 was. Ooh, went for the low 50. I'm gonna leave that for my teammate. Nice double. He doesn't even need it. Good shot. Yeah, honestly, the only thing I'm really worried about with this game is my streaming and whatnot, because with my new job, they're starting to put me on later and later, which I kind of prefer for sales, because I make more money at night, at least in the stores that I'm stationed in, but because of that, I do feel like there's moments where like I don't really know when I can really stream consistently anymore, which is making me kind of sad. I mean, I've been able to pretty much hold a stream schedule together for, you know, like years, so the fact that I'm kind of finally at a point where like I don't know my schedule at all and how consistent I can put together streams is kind of spooky, not gonna lie. Player 1, there's a new anonymizer that every player in the game code is labeled as player 1, 2, 3, 4, and so when you turn on the anonymizer, it basically takes that tag and sets it as your username. So whenever you see a player 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, they have the anonymizer turned on, the streamer mode or whatever. We'll always support. I mean, thank you. I just feel bad. I just streaming is something I really do enjoy. I don't do it because for cash or something. I do it because I actually enjoy it. And being able to talk with y'all and be able to play a game, share knowledge, all that. But it is kind of sad that, yeah, I'm getting to a point where like it's very hard to make sure I have enough time in my schedule to work in a stream or something. And also see my friends and see my lady and all that. So a little tough. Oh. Yellow. Like, we are definitely making good money, but it's a little tough still. Ah! Oof. Forgot this is threes. I was like, all right, that first guy's in the goal line, the other guy is gonna get beat. It's fine. Then the third guy gets, I was like, ah, right. Hardest part about going back to threes is that we're much slower than threes, so these players are incredibly slow, so I want to play fast like it's twos. Case in point. I think the Argentina game was rigged because of the ref. Them not reviewing the Mo Salah foul was a little sussy, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we're gonna hit that off target just because I don't want to go through that guy. How about Holland? Well, Holland is eliminated, but Norway's still in. Yeah, Holland is actually absurd. He might actually be the most likable professional player in soccer. The PR he's getting is crazy in the US, and I love it because he's such a wholesome dude. And he's also, like, statistically ridiculous. I've never seen a more inevitable player. Like, literally every level of play, like every club he's ever played for, he has like a 1 goal per game average. Do you guys even, like, fathom how insane that is? Like, if you're playing in, like, League One in France or whatever and doing that, I'd be impressed. But the fact that he's doing that in the Prem, in the Champions League, and for international duty is disgusting, especially as a European nation. Not a great clear, but I was about to say, I'm like, we have a goalie, so. Well, what's funny about Holland is that he's got a couple like highlight reel goals, but ultimately a lot of his goals are just really well positioned, like I'm just bigger than you, muscle through the defender into a quality shot, or just he's like a tap-in. But the thing is, people are like, yeah, all his goals are tap-ins. I'm like, yeah, except there's a lot of forwards who get in those positions who don't score. Like, it's a mixture of how well he knows his positioning on top of the fact that his body is just bigger than all the defenders, but he doesn't just use it like recklessly. Like, there's plenty of players built like Lukaku and Holland or whatever in global football, but they don't do anything with it because they're pretty ass. Speaking of pretty ass, is why we don't play 3 solo. Where's my third? He's all the way up there, and that was double commit. Okay, well. Part of also the issue I've noticed with this rank is I will beat the guys to the ball, and I'm trying to play for a 50, so I get to it so fast that I go kind of over the ball because I'm playing for the read. And then the read doesn't come in because they're not touching the ball. So I'm like, oh. So I have to remember when I switch to 3s, it's like we're playing a much slower game. Now what did I bump? It seems to mismatch. Well, I mean, it just the thing is like for smaller defenders, he's just going to bully them. So the moment the ball bounces, you're screwed. Because he's going to stiff arm you out of the way, and it's over. Because the thing is, he's a big defender, but he's not forward, but he's not slow. He's not like Gareth Bale fast or whatever, but like he's pretty quick for his size. And so, if you're a smaller defender, you're screwed the moment he gets goal side of you. And then if you're a larger defender, you welcome the contact, but he's just stronger than you. So. It like you're just gonna get muscled out anyway. So it's just really funny to watch like these players like not really know what to do. And so you'll see them not challenge him. But then because he's such a good finisher, like his second goal, for example, in round of 16, Brazil just didn't step to him. And then he was like, really? You're not gonna, okay. And then just laced one side netting from 22 yards out or whatever. And I'm like, literally, like, there's nothing you can do. There is literally just nothing you can do about him. He's like one of the few players that I feel like you have to immediately commit 2 defenders to if he gets near the ball. Do you have England or Norway? It's hard to know, honestly, just because I want Norway for the story. I think they lack a convincing midfield and wing play. I think England has all the tools, but England also is historically known for sucking when they really need to not suck. The only time I've ever seen them beat fraud allegations in that way is when they were playing against Mexico, low-key. They had only really 2 good chances. They took both of them, and then they kind of just parked the bus for a bit. However, defending against 49 crosses in regulation for Mexico is kind of gross, I'm not gonna lie. I think they might have a little bit of a size, not advantage, but size like match a little bit with Holland, but I don't think they have a defender capable of being at his quality for 90 minutes. So it's really just if you can shut him down and whatever their winger is. I forget his name, Soloth or whatever. Bang. Mexico was actually, looking back, I'm like, Mexico really should have changed up their attack. I don't really blame them because Alvarado has an insane left foot and he was serving in flawless balls all day. But you need to switch it up. Like, they're parking the bus. You have to force middle play. Otherwise, they're going to have Dan Burn, who's like 6'7" center back. And then they have John Stones in there, who's also like 6'3" or something. Like, I'm sorry, Mexican national team. Like, you're forward and like one of your midfielders is over 6 foot. Other than that, you are not winning those headers. Like, just dead ass. So, I don't know, after a while, I'm just like, you can whip in as good of a ball as you want, but the thing is, like, if you're not able to get near side on those reads, it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, that was an insane game. I was watching that on my couch, just, like, fully leaning forward, like... Yeah, losing in the Azteca like that. I mean, it just shows how hard it is to play in that stadium, deadass. Oh, that's fun, you're just AFK, okay. I mean, this World Cup has been kind of gangbusters. I mean, even the Cape Verde game was kind of lit. Oh, I bumped him! We are 2v3ing right now and we're winning. Wait, they forfeit. Look at this bump. Bonk. Was it a seafood boil? Wait, it's 2v2. Wait, we got our third back. That's really funny. How the tides have turned until we give one away. Okay, I just wanted to bump it. Meat is so hard to get out of the leg. What? Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot what we were talking about. I was like, are we talking cannibalism? You should try crab, buddy. I'm 30. I've had crab. The crab is delicious. My hot take is a crab is actually better than lobster for seafood. I don't really like lobster, not as much as crab. All right, Slazy, I appreciate the hard work attitude, but it is 3v1, brother. I don't like shrimp. Shrimp can definitely be very seafood-y. In the sense that, like, I feel like when I eat a little too much of it, there's like a certain amount that like I just can't do. My sister got cholesterol. Well, we all have cholesterol when we eat stuff. But shrimp is definitely a higher cholesterol type of meat. Definitely don't want to eat too much of it. Good amount of protein for what it is. Maybe not cost effective. Like scallops or clams, yeah. You really taste the sea, yar. What a great usage of your time, Slazy. Hey, Preston. Crab is better, but I like shrimp the most. Clam chowder. I like chowder, but not a seafood type of chowder. I like a bit more like tame. I think the goat soup for me is broccoli cheddar. That or like a cream of chicken type of. I like a creamier soup. I'm not a huge fan of like very brothy soup. Like chicken noodle obviously slaps because it's like the fundamental. That's like the base foundation of soups. Like if you have a good broth, like good chicken broth, chicken noodle soup, sick. But ultimately, if I had to choose a soup, I'd want it to be a bit more creamy. My only issue is sometimes those soups can get really, really, really salty. It's like, hey, should have wall and ceiling, pass the ball to myself. Air dribble. I call those ceiling doubles, because you're basically, if you're hitting it off the ceiling and then following it up yourself, you are double tapping it off the ceiling. Oh, didn't expect to miss. Okay, well. Lobster bisque. Okay, the only lobster-based dish I actually like is lobster mac and cheese. That's like an app I've had at a couple restaurants. That's pretty good, not gonna lie. I like lobster and little stuff. My dad gave me like a, I don't really know what you'd call it. Like a lobster, it's kind of like a lobster bisque like sauce. It's like a thing you can like marinate certain dishes in or add in for like the seafood flavor. I'm not a huge fan of it. He gave it to me a while back and I've been trying to work it into dishes, but every time I add it, he also tries to give me stuff like, he gave me this Alfredo sauce with truffle in it, and that shit is ass. My hottest take is that truffle is not close to being worth it, the money. I hate the taste of truffle. It is so bad. it ruins everything it's in. And it's only in there so that it can be more expensive. I think if anything, if I've had it and I tolerate it, it's normally because it's a little dash of truffle. Like, oh, here's just a little bit for flavoring. And I'm like, that's exactly how it is. Some stuff like garlic, you can just pound that stuff in there and it actually is fine. But like with truffle, there's a very much like a threshold where like once you meet it, you're done. Like you cannot add more or else you're just ruining the dish, in my opinion. Oh, that was not a good flick. Okay. Ah, I missed on that. Thank you, great. Nice. I have blue cheese. Blue cheese is great as a dip for pizza or wings. Otherwise, I have no interest. It's very strange. What's bisque? I don't really know how to describe bisque. Just Google it. Oh, I went for the lob because I saw him turn, but I was not paying attention to the depth. Oh, I was playing 50. Bisque isn't life-changing in my opinion. It's good, but more like when you corner play it. Oh. I do like ranch within for pizza. I can't eat ranch too much though, because I learned it's actually one of my triggers for heartburn. It is the most consistent trigger I have for heartburn. I don't know why. I can eat almost everything else. Eat or drink literally anything else that any medical professionals told me about my condition, like I shouldn't eat. But the one thing that guaranteed activates it if I eat a little too much is ranch. It's very funny. It's gotta be one of the ingredients, maybe the dill? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Ranch with fries? I've heard mayonnaise with fries is a thing people do. Has anyone ever tried In-N-Out? I mean, I guess it's a valid question if you're from California or whatever. In-N-Out's pretty good. I'd say it's in a higher tier of restaurants than a lot of others, but I think In-N-Out's biggest issue is that people from California have never had a good burger, so they're just like, this is the best burger you'll ever have. And I'm like, you need to calm the fuck down. It is good for its, I would say it's one of the better value burgers, but I think if you're looking for like a really good burger, you can get it a better one than that at like basically any restaurant. In-N-Out's biggest problem is overhype. Very good value for your burger. I think definitely that is its biggest thing. It also pays its employees very well, which I always appreciate in a company. Oh, that's kind of sick, not gonna lie. I am from Florida. Is it comparable to Five Guys? No. Five Guys is what I term, Five Guys and Shake Shack and like Smash Burger. Those are all like upper echelon restaurants where it's not technically fast food. It's like, what was, me and my friends used to say this. It's not fast food, it's not slow food. So like, you'll get it like quick-ish, but you can't go through a drive-through because it takes a little bit longer to prep because the quality of ingredients is better, the quality of the cut is better. So you're getting a better burger. The thing is, at Five Guys and also Shake Shack and also Smash Burger, you're paying a lot more for what you're getting, but it's worth what you're getting, depending on, you know, who you are. But Five Guys is a cheaper burger. It is a good burger, but people, for some reason, in California have this delusion that it's like one of the best burgers ever and it's amazing. You have to try it. And so the first time I tried it and it was just like lowercase a, lowercase b, a burger, I was like, I mean, yeah, it's good, but like, Calm down. So Five Guys, I would say, is a better burger, but the thing is, you can buy like 2 burgers in and out for the price of 1 at Five Guys. Five Guys is good. It's just it is so expensive. I still think it's worth it. It's like a once in a while thing, you know. I'm not gonna go there even once a month. I'll go there, you know, occasionally. Just went to another kind of Smash Burger. I think there were AI posters. One of them said if the universe sells you a burger. Anytime I see companies using AI posters for marketing, it's so fucking pathetic, dude. Especially if you're a chain. You have so much money in your marketing budget, you can't hire an artist to design some cool stuff. Like, come on, dude. It takes 3 seconds to go through Insta and find a cool artist and send him a DM. Five Guys can be really good, but it can be mid half the time. I mean, I personally have never had a mid burger from Five Guys. I think you're failing at constructing your burger if that's the case. I will say okay, the advantage of franchises is that they're very consistent, in my opinion. But I have noticed that, like, if you're going to something like, I don't even know the word, just a multi-location type of store, things can get really wonky. Like, there's a place in Texas called Hames Barbecue. I think it's around Dallas only. But it's a great barbecue chain, and there's a one in Fort Worth that is like mind-blowingly good. But I recently went to one by Love Field, an airport in Dallas, and it was actually horrible compared to the other one. I was like, what? Like, they have a chives mac and cheese. Or like a chili and chives mac and cheese. It is absurd. It is so frickin' good, very clearly like oven baked and everything. But then I went to the other location and I ordered it, and it was like watery, like dead ass, like not cheesy or salty at all. And I'm like, what? It literally tastes like cafeteria noodles. So I'm like, how did you mess this up? I say as my teammate whiffs that. Anyway, Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage, ayo. It was an arcade too. I mean, I don't mind if a food place has an arcade. It's kind of fun. A couple of people have been saying they like this restaurant called Flower Child. But also Stinker Taco, Stinker Angie, how you doing? Resident Californian can weigh in finally on the food we're discussing. Angie, what's your favorite burger place in LA? Or growing up? Dude. I do remember going to San Francisco one time, and there was a place called Escape from New York Pizza near Haight Street. And I'm not gonna lie, it was being like, oh, it's official New York style pizza, bada bing, bada bada. And I tried it, and as someone from New York, I wanted to commit a terrorism. That was horrible. It was like some of the worst pizza I think I've ever had in my entire life. I felt so insulted. I'm like, this is what people think pizza is in California, in San Francisco? Commit one single terrorism. Yeah, just like a light one, like diet terrorism, you know? Luckily, it's very easy to clear. Ooh, not clear right down the middle. No! I wanted that to spawn. I didn't realize the timing on it. It's edge. Not a huge fan of that. Teammate, God, you're so ass. Why are you hitting it in the middle? You don't need to hold that up. This is not a dangerous ball. Ugh. He's trying to be a little too much on this. He wants to be like on the ball and be disruptive, but half the time when he's going for stuff, he's not actually thinking about the next step. And that's one of my big irritations with some teammates. All right, teammate, I bumped him. Go, go, go. Well, not if he has a reset. Okay, well, whatever. Speaking of diet, I can't stand diet sodas. I think Pepsi Max and is a pretty solid diet soda in my experience. Diet Dr. Pepper used to be pretty ass. I think they got it better recently because I had one the other day. at my job because they just restocked the fridge and I just wanted a non-water drink. I tried it and I was like, honestly, this is better than I remember. Then again, I drink maybe like 2 cans a year of soda, so kind of hard to know. I remember Pizza had a small arcade. It was also the buffet salad area. Not much of a burger person. Angie. No! Dude. I couldn't see the cloud to see how far away that went. That's a very good flick. I even bumped that guy. Holy crap. This is a waste of my time, light up. Regular Sprite will never disappoint. Yeah, I remember this chat convinced me to Google it, and apparently McDonald's Sprite has a higher level of carbonation, which is why it tastes different. Kind of interesting. Wait, hold on. Teammate, passing. Couldn't get above that. No problem. I don't know. Challenge the ball or wait it out on the near side. I don't really understand the point of going all the way up and then hitting the brake and then just being a sitting target for that guy. Like, there's only 2 plays that guy can make. Green Sprite. Did you guys see that, me and my girlfriend were talking about this the other day where, there's do you guys remember the era, this might be a boomer thing, and by boomer I mean like people who are late 20s, 30s. Do you remember when Heinz had an era where they made green and purple ketchup? Yeah, some of you guys are gonna be way too young for this, but this was a very vivid memory for me. Heinz had an era where they were trying to make like these products to appeal to kids more, which is stupid because ketchup already appeals to kids, but they made like these fun colored ones and it was purple and green, Heinz. I remember when Burger King, I think, was doing the charcoal buns or whatever, where they were all black. I thought that was kind of chic. Oh. Oh, no! Wait, it's Wheeler. I didn't know this guy still played. Smucker's peanut butter and jelly in the same tube? No. We're gonna Google this. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. But yeah, anyway, there's there was a the Minions and Monsters movie coming out, and apparently to like celebrate it, they're doing a ketchup that's green because I guess the monster is like an alien that's green, so it's like, oh, it's the Hugo or whatever the name of the monster is that they named it or something, is like, oh, it's the monster ketchup or whatever. And I was like, wait a minute, this isn't even the first time they've done something like this. Can we play some Michael Jackson? Sure. All right. I'll put on Beat It. Put on some Beat It, some Thriller. Good job, Wheeler. Put on some Man in the Mirror. Put on some... I'm trying to think of more deeper in the cut Michael Jackson songs. Bad? I'm not actually a fan of Bad. Not that it's a bad song, just not my my pick. Low-key, the song from Free Willy is kind of a banger, not gonna lie. Even if it is a little gospel-y. Hey, Daptilivio, we are doing all right. Hopefully you're doing well, too. Ah! Nice. There's also Chicago, which has recently gotten a bit of a new life because there was an animation that went viral on Twitter of using that song, and it's a banger as well. That's a fun song. I think we gotta do Billie Jean then. Makes sense. We'll do the Chicago one as well, though. We'll turn up the music a little bit for Michael Jackson. Yeah, unfortunately, YouTube cannot hear the Michael Jackson. This is a Twitch-only music choice. Good save. Try to lob that. Good down for my teammate, clearing out that near post. The Great Kyle Migration. Yeah, where were you when there was the Great Kyle Migration? Not really sure how a teammate gets beat there. All you had to do is drive up. Oh, did you guys hear how EA completely ruined the college football sports games already? You only 2 years after bringing it back? I have some friends who play that game religiously, and they're like, apparently creators who literally make all their money doing like EA Sports college football content is like, they're like boycotting it. They're like, I am not playing this game until you fix this. Apparently, if you, in order to like actually get the experience to rank up your school and rank up your players and whatever, you would have to win the national championship 150 seasons in a row with your school to max it out. Otherwise, you can pay $10 and you get credits. Ah. That's a really annoying bump. I called the I got it, and I'm glad teammate heard it, because he was chasing, and I'm like, you have a much worse angle than just letting me have it. Ooh, absolutely beasted on, homie. Oh, MJ was copyright free? Buddy. No major artist is going to be copyright free unless they're actively going out of their way to make it free. Wow, this guy is hard carrying this guy. What the heck was that? Damn, that's kind of lit, not going to lie. Do you still do replay reviews? We haven't done one in a fat minute. I usually try to reserve those for specific days. It's gotten a lot harder because my new work schedule means I'm very hard to stream. Honestly, I'd have to switch to a morning stream, basically, if I was to keep streaming. Because I wake up at like 7 a.m. now, and sometimes I get scheduled to start at noon. So that would mean I have like 5 hours to, well, 4 hours to kill. Morning streamer taco? Oh, gotta go to hang on that. And you're not ready, on for it. Do not chow that. Oof, you are dumb. All right, well, if you're gonna play it like that, then please go somewhere else. Holy crap, Raz. I wake up at 9. Cringe. At currently 3 a.m. would work better for me to be here. Ah, yes. The famed European viewer. Well, actually, no, 3 a.m. You're farther than that. You're, hold on, let me do this. No, yeah, you'd be like Central Europe, right? Because I think it's Germany. Yeah, so you're like Central Europe. I've actually kind of fixed my DGen schedule, and it's very weird to like actually get tired at normal people hours again. But also nice to know that there's redeemable. I can be redeemed. All right, teammate. I'm trying to buy you a little time to get boost. So you got boost. Good. Hey, Kev. What a pinch. Alright, I'm just gonna trust teammate to get that. Dick. Ooh. Kev, how are things doing in your neck of the woods? Ooh, nice little touch. I'm not gonna lie. I really thought that guy was gonna take a better touch, and then he just rocketed that as hard as possible. And some of you were like, well, he saw you chowing. He didn't. He just got a really bad touch. I expected it to be softer, though. Couple days off, went to go to a baseball game. Nice. On with a vendor at my job. He got to go to one of the World Cup games. He went to Sweden, Japan. And he was like, yeah, it was a great time. And I was like, how many were there tickets? He just looked at me with like a... He's like, I don't want to talk about it. I was like, well, that's fair. European people think they can visit LA and do an 8-hour drive to visit San Francisco in one day. Well, people don't realize how big the US is until you really like start to fathom that we have like every type of climate imaginable. We have every type of like city, building, construction, vibe. But because of that, it's a big ass country. Bro, I got emailed about getting a quarterfinal ticket through the FC Dallas mail letter. And they were like, yeah, guys, we have exclusive ticket prices for blah, blah, blah. You, for just 5,000, you can get a suite. And I'm like, buddy, I'm not dropping 5K on a single game. Who do you think I am? I ain't got it like that. Oh, terrible touch. That was me rushing it because I thought the guy was gonna get this rebound faster. So I was trying to get above it, and I got way too above it. Yeah, honestly, I'd pay 200, 400 for like a ticket. Maybe a little higher than that. But yeah, the once you're getting to $1,000, I'm like, this better be like the World Cup final. I don't know, low-key, it makes me wonder how many tickets are given away. Or, personally, if I was a team in the Super Bowl, I would buy tickets and get my fans there. Like, they make so much money, I would just spend like 2 mil on just like tickets just for my fans. I know Billy Joel typically, he buys the first 2 rows of tickets at his concerts and he used to give them away to people in nosebleeds because he didn't want to, he said when he started getting more famous, his ticket prices went up, but he would be performing and all these rich people would be so super quiet and posh and he's like, this is boring as hell. And he realized when he went to concerts and performed in venues with like everyday people, those people were hype as hell because this is like a cool night out on an artist versus like rich people. They were just like, yeah, whatever. And so they didn't like care enough, so he started giving away tickets. And I'm like, I think they should do that for the Super Bowl. Granted, people are hype anyway, but I just don't know what regular people, quote unquote, are affording like the $17,000 Super Bowl half-line ticket, midfield tickets. Such an overly greedy setup. What do you mean overly greedy? I'm gonna half the quarters. I think it's fine considering how hot it is. When it's an indoor game, it's a little weird, but at that point you do need to be fair because people think it's like, oh, it's just because they want to fit in more commercials. No, it's not. Dude, it's because there's a hydration break. It's 100+ degrees and super humid. Like, yeah, you should. Any youth soccer game that'd approach that, they would break it into quarters, the heat rule. But people are like, but they're showing commercials on it. Yeah, because they have to hit a break. Like, I don't really mind it, because otherwise what? It's like, they should keep the broadcast going and show us players drinking water on the sideline, and just like, do you really want that? I don't know, man. People are weird. If you do it for one game, you need to do it for all of them. I don't mind it. I defended my dissertation yesterday. Congrats! Let's go. Graduate narc. Oh no! Okay, that's fine. Okay, my bad. I didn't think that guy had it like that. These guys have been pretty mid all game, and you pull that off? Not gonna lie, good job. I should have chilled that. The more I play this rank, I just don't know the skill level of anyone I play against. These guys just play very mid all game, then pull that out. I literally just doubted he had enough boost to get there. I'm an idiot. I should have chilled that. What if I get a $20 donate for a quick 10-minute review for my last match? I mean... I don't know, man. I usually try to reserve those for Swift days because I usually just reserve those for replay review days, which we do have to do one soon, but... Oh, we'll do that in a morning day. At this point, it looks like there won't be a World Cup final. What are you guys talking about? The prices are too greedy? Well, it's not even the I mean, that's just how it's going to be for World Cup stuff. It's demand. People are getting in there on massive wait lists. Tickets are only priced what people will pay for them. That's what people have to remember. Like, you see prices at 5K, and they're like, oh my God, that's absurd. But if they weren't selling, they would be lower. There's that price because people are actually willing to frickin' finance a ticket through like a firm or whatever and pay like a 26% interest rate on it, you know? That's my issue. That's my issue with it, is that people are looking at these prices and still going like, well, it's a World Cup, we better buy it. And it's like, it's this tough thing because I understand that to make change, you have to have a collective effort, and you can't do that with World Cup because people are so desperate to get in that they're like, oh, I don't want to miss out on the FOMO, oh my God. And so they just buy a ticket for freaking 10K and go into debt for the next, on a 144 month payment plan. We'll go has to be 10K max. I mean, that's still insanely high. I would say a good price for like a nosebleed ticket would be like 1,500. That's like expensive, and you can tell it's hard to get into those tickets, but it would still be like, I could pay that as an average person, you know? Like, I could look at that and be like, you know, if I saved up, I had some savings, yeah, I could blow 1,500 on a ticket or something like that. Or maybe I could finance that across 6 months and pay it off as like another car payment, basically. But when you're broaching for like absolute bottom of the barrel seats for like 5K, I'm like, yeah, I can't do that, dude. That's so much money. And I'm like, as much as I love World Cup soccer, I could not justify that for 90 minutes. When's the next time that we're gonna be in your country? But that's what I'm saying, like, that's why people pay so much, because it's so rare. Like, I get the FOMO, but at the end of the day, if you want prices to be lower, you just gotta stop buying those tickets. Oh, I thought you could recover. He had a lot of boost. All right. They should take that 5K to mattress for him? Exactly. You should buy a Temper Lux Adapt from me. Or, in my opinion, get an Adapt 2.0 on a Tempo Ergo base. That'd be a 5K well spent, chat. Uh-oh. But the kid is not my son. I'd be shocked if I saw me at a World Cup. Yeah, you should be shocked, bro. I don't got money like that. Wow, I really had to make up for that one. Was pooping on me. This is literally an identity theft, dude. This guy's I'm too fast. That is literally not the streamer too fast. Just the girl anyone, but the kid is not my son. All right, we're racking up the mamur, chat. All right, we're getting there. We just got to stop the stupid losses. Oh, wow, I got it past the first guy, and then I got saved into the bar. Cringe. Cringe from them. Well, that's a donk. Oh, friendly, can't let him get there. Oh, friendly, can't get him miss that. Ah! This is the third highest rank in the game! Oh my god! No, teammate! Teammate! You have 100 boosts, sir! You can't have a black PFP and an SSL tag and do that, buddy. I'm sorry. That's illegal. Ah, terrible touch. Granted, I also didn't think my teammate would go upfield on that. What happened here? He was bumping and then he left. Okay, well, that was not what I thought. Okay, I definitely would have chosen a different read otherwise, but... Oh, yike. Sick kickoff? Okay, that was pretty bad. All right, buddy, if we can just put our thoughts together and synchronize into being good, I'll stop doing bad kickoffs and you stop being bad in every other way and we'll be great. Yes, kid, turn around more on balls you can't win. Close one. All right, that was a really wide turn for him. I'm not sure whether there. Oh, Edmonds just put that guy right back to bronze immediately. I mean, that's just one of those things I guarantee he was going for a clear, and then he's like, wait, I can catch that into an air dribble. And then he stepped driving forward, and he was just autopiloting. That's, you know, I've been there before. Right. Bad touch for me, but also, you know, we were not winning this game anyway. Who would put a ticket price in chat? Buddy, we were just talking about World Cup ticket prices. What are you talking about? You're like, yeah, lol, so random, but it's like, well, not really. Ooh. Halfway through, I was like, eh. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. Oh, I can't even forfeit. Halfway through that, I was like, I should probably bail. And then I did, but... Ah, wanted to double out straight down. Do a DoorDash stream? What does that even mean? Buddy, are we forfeited or not? Ooh. Plexic, thank you for the raid. How you doing? This is definitely winnable. Even when the dudes are not actively touching the ball. I don't think so. How was your stream, Plexic? Do a DoorDash stream, deliver orders. Why would I do that, Juan? Why would I ever do that? When has anyone ever done that? Streamed while delivering DoorDash? I feel like that'd have to be a violation of some kind of privacy for people you're delivering to. J-Dukes, the Rocket League streamer, is delivered. What happened, bro? He was making generational money. Did he actually just run out that hard that he's door dashing? Not saying that's like a failure. I'm just kind of surprised. He was kind of blowing up. A little bit of doxing. Never hurt anybody. Citation needed on that one. Why'd I go for the double? Because I'm a streamer, chat. That's my curse. I have to go for the fun clip. Wait, what the heck? He's him? Who the heck is this guy? On for it. When's the face reveal? When I get up to it. Okay, I don't know why these guys are playing like at a pace that I'm just like very confused on. They're like very slow on some stuff and very like quick on others, and I'm like, okay. I mean, they're modulating well. It's not means like they're bad. It just kind of, right now I'm trying to play predictively. I'm trying to figure out how much I can play off of them. I also want to kind of see what kind of person my teammate is. So far, it's the classic I'm gonna go for everything type of teammate, which isn't necessarily an issue, but can be a little bit weird. That works. Did a Heat Seeker 3v3 mix him up? Nice. Hopefully that went well. I know Heat Seeker used to be like the meta for YouTube streams. You just get into Heat Seeker over time. Would farm viewers. I need to stop doing that. Hey, cut. Gotta be best mode. I don't like it because it just screws with my natural like rhythms of the game, because you're not playing the ball, you're playing like the curved path. The musty tweet about the Heat Seeker shot? There's a lot of people who reply to Musty. I don't know. Musty tweet with the Heat Seeker. I don't. Then again, I also don't remember what tweet this is referring to, but I mean, your name's familiar. Yeah, I'm kind of a wash streamer. Buddy! Why would you not just bump the one guy? Such a niche thing. People don't remember that. I mean, some people probably do. For me, I just don't. I know off the top of my head. I'm on Rocket League Twitter a decent amount, but I don't, I'm not good on the Rocket League history when it comes to social media stuff. So occasionally there's a tweet that pops off or something. People are like, oh, remember the blah, blah, blah tweet? And I'm like, how's my 4th of July? Pretty good. I had barbecue. It was delicious. It was the best kind of barbecue. Free barbecue. Ita, it might be the official Steam account of Italy. Nice. Danger Taco literally replied to it. Oh, I did? Ita says, see that? The change of pace on my chal. Are you trying to teach me how to play? Just pure IQ. I don't know if he's joking or not, or if he's one of these guys that actually is telling me how to play the game. Like, buddy, we're winning. We don't need to do anything different. Wow! For a no boost flick, that's an insanely good clearance by that guy. Wait! Oh my god, I think I unrolled it. What was my reply to it? Oh. Bonk? How goes it? Day 1, doggo. What about 2, doggo? Nice. Italy have the time since they play in the World Cup. Bro, it is actually insane that there's a whole generation of Italians that do not know what it's like to have a World Cup team. Quality team. What is it, 12 years or something? The past 3 World Cups? I was talking to Shuffleverse. He's he was the coach of St. Clair for the collegiate college in Canada. For the collegiate squad for Rocket League. And he was like, ticked off because I made a tweet critiquing Italy and he was like, bro, I'm so pissed off about it. I'm like, I know, dude. I can't imagine what it must be like growing up being 18 years old. The last time your team was in the World Cup was when you were 6. Nice. How they manage to win your... That's actually the funniest part about it all, to be honest. I'm not Twitter famous. I only remember all because it's my lowest liked tweet. Bet. I mean, Twitter's funny because that my most like Rocket League tweet is like, I think like 10K, 15K maybe, and then my most liked tweet ever is like 163K, but that wasn't even about Rocket League, that was about streaming. It was about how when I was in graduate school, my students, especially when I would do online lectures, I'd be teaching using my stream camera, so people would be like, yo, you're reading the Zoom chat really fast, and your camera's really good, are you a streamer? And I was like, no! I was trying to hide it from my students, but they knew. I think they do. They're like, why would you have such a good camera and microphone? Yeah, that was a funny one. That tweet popped off for absolutely no reason. I'm one of your students? Well, I don't teach anymore, so if you still remember me, then hopefully I was a good teacher. My stats students really liked me. Those are the only guys who have ever actually filled out the student reviews. I had like a 4.8, I think, star for teaching. I was a pretty good teacher for graduates, for my college courses. Not such I wanted. SPSS nerds would leave routings for sure. We used SPSS at times, but we were trying to convert it into teaching everyone how to code using R, which I think is probably better for the job market, but also, oh my god, that's so hard to teach kids how to do basic coding and all that. I know that was the initiative in our program at my grad school, but undergrads just can barely handle stats, let alone coding, so. What was your pepper rating? Oh, I don't think I was not on Rate My Professors. This is the internal ratings we got for the university. What college did you teach at? University of Illinois at Chicago. It's like UIUC, but in Chicago. Oh, okay. I don't think R should be someone's first language. Well, I mean, if you'd learn nothing else. In my opinion, it should be like Python if you're learning statistical analysis. And then R is something that a lot of people in psych use. I would say learn R and Python side by side. That in a psych curriculum, that's what I would teach. Oh boy. Ooh, try to scoop it. Okay, light little touch. That works. That's crazy. I lived in Champaign, Illinois until I was 12. Go Illini. Yep. Well, I wasn't an Illini. I was a Flame. I'm dead ass. I don't remember what our mascot was. I think it was the UIC Flames. And our mascot was a little dragon. It was cute. I learned MATLAB first and was forever tainted by non-zero indexing. MATLAB is ugly and stupid and I hate it and I think it should die. I hated debugging MATLAB code. Getting out of gold is like taking on wet clothes after swimming. What? How do I describe this rank? All right, imagine you're soaked and you have to strip naked. What? Tacos always with a new name. Shout out Bondman. Get my ass. Bonk! I think for psych, you should be learning coding for your data analysis, but also something that can be used like more broadly, especially when you're working in like databases with like large data sets. So teaching someone SQL or SQL or whatever, Python and R, I would say would be the things. That's what I try to practice, so that if I did get a call for some data analysis work, I could, you know, competently at least handle most of the tasks I was trying to do. Special place in my heart for MATLAB? I don't. That place in my heart is reserved for things that didn't cause me pain and annoyance. I had to decode so many MATLAB assessments my first lab job in Arizona. I'm just not in the mood for that. Noise. My dad makes me do Python. He's a good man. Python's a good base level thing to start with. I would say that's probably what I would tell people, especially if you want to work in data science. To go after first, since it's like the structure that a lot of people are gonna be basing a lot of their coding on. Not structure, I mean like that's gonna be probably a language that's gonna be the most accessible. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of my thought, Narc. Why not just bump him? Thank you, Andy. If Bondman's not live with TTV/Bondman_, then he's a fraud. Just calling it out, chat. Nah, I gotta be English? Nah, dude, you're gonna be speaking Python. Hey man, dude, I'm Kevin. Welcome in. So are you new to the dorm? Okay, dude. Well, nice to talk to you. We'll run into each other. That might be the stupidest joke I've ever told on stream. I'm gonna be dead ass, chat. Oh. And that's a long list of dumb jokes. Ah! I wanted to get that light touch. Okay, is it Ninja Go? Because I read it as like a Spanish word. I'm like, ah, Ninjago. Like, that's weird. A language called brainfuck? Is it like brain rot? Sorry, teammate. I had a lot of faith that you saw that coming. I'm for it. Is it normal that one of my teeth feel soft on the top? I mean, you're pretty young. You're probably still losing teeth, bro. Hey, Wandago.
Slay Queen.
Define top, though. What the heck does you mean of a top of a tooth? Ah! Oh, well. Slay Queen, 23 months, nearly 2 years. of one doggo in the chat. Pagarino. Don't chow, thank you. Damn, that's crazy. That's an open net. Nice. Ooh. Oh, I hate that bounce. Okay, we got a good touch on that. Oh my god, I thought he would compensate on that, and he didn't. There's no way! Oh my god. Andy jumping on that is kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie, but still. I was not worried at all of saving that. I was like, ah, that's okay. I'm not gonna lie, chat. The hardest thing for my show that I feel like is pretty sick that in my memory, I don't think it really had a show. Maybe it did. Was OG Bionicle. I think they might have gotten like a show later on. Nice bump, teammate. But I remember when Bionicle first came out, that was like, yo. That aesthetic was so cool. I could not get enough of Bionicle. Oh, that's a bad one. That's really bad. That's really bad. Oh, good chow. Okay. Andy, stay close, stay close, stay close. Perfect. Oh, I could have probably shot that on target. The weird version of Legos? What weird? Anyone else grew up with parents on a budget and they bought you mega blocks? Man, these losses are butt. There are people who are insanely deep in Bionicle lore. Oh, I know. I'm aware. I saw a tweet about them, and I remembered how much I freaking loved the Bionicle ones. I loved the ice one with like it was like a diamond-shaped mask and like the hooks for hands. That was pretty sick. I had all those Bionicles. I freaking was obsessed with those. I never really played with action figures, but the closest I got, I remember as a kid, was playing with Bionicles for sure. All right, peace out. Have a good stream. See ya, Joe. Similar to Connects? No. Connects are distinct. Bionicles are more like story-driven. It's not about like building stuff with Bionicles. It's more just the fact that they're like a very cool-looking action figure. What the? That's an incredible touch. Gotta go help Joe. Joe Mama? Okay. Nice dunk. Bro, I didn't know Joe Mama was still like a cultural touchstone that people remember. I mentioned that to some people and they're like, even when they're really young, they're like, yeah, I know what that is. I'm like, that's kind of crazy that it feels like so much, that feels like a joke format that was very much of its time. You still in the Chicago area? Nope. Buddy, I moved from Chicago in 2023. I mean, Joe, you just, I know. I'm aware. A little behind on my taco lore. That's all right. Yeah, I moved out to Dallas in 23. I've been here since. And now I'm working at Mattress Firm making fat stacks, chat, to help people sleep better. Shockingly well-paying job. Did not realize that. We talk about how many filler TV shows there are nowadays, but back in the day, the Yo Mama joke craze was so big that I believe MTV or VH1 had a whole show called Joe Mama, where it was basically the whole premise, it would just be like a rap battle basically, but people would just tell their best Joe Mama jokes. And I'm like, dude, that's kind of insane to even think about. So you should wave dash, speed flip, and zap dash more? I mean, sure. Keep in mind, I'm also playing after like probably 10 days straight of not playing, so we are rusty as hell right now. Which is why we're playing in GC2 and actively not dominating these games, despite these guys being kind of mid. Okay, on fort. You got a turn for that? That's a little musty on that guy. There's a 90s show called Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I don't believe that. I'm for real go now. All right, see ya help. Go back post. Nice, we'll take that. Thanks. I was trying to get that back post, but I'm like, I think I might have angled it too much, but I didn't. We've been out of the office a little bit, chat, but we're still the CEO of the backboard. Oh. Interesting fake. What? That went in? Hello? Oh, these guys gotta be falling apart. Buddy, you want to put up a hand? What are we doing here? They're just giving me doubles. Classic Juan goal. Yep. That's a free play goal right there. Yo, chat, you know something that actually changed my life the other day? Has anyone ever flown on Southwest? Like Southwest Airlines? Any of my Americans? So, one thing that sucks about Southwest is their seating, which they changed because now you can reserve seating or whatever. But they give out a mid-flight snack. Those are pretzel twists called Maui Monk, and they're absurdly good. And it turns out you can actually buy them in like a bag at the grocery store. And I was like, what? And all the way in the frickin' corner of the chip section, behind all these other mid-ass snacks, there's bags of Maui Monk. And I got one. They're pretty good, dude. Not gonna lie. So yeah, those are my go-to snack lately. Shout out Stellar Brands. If they ever want to give me a affiliate code, I am 100% down. No! Is it straight pretzel? It's a pretzel, but believe me, there's no, you don't need a filling. This is legitimately the most delicious snack. How am I getting demo there? What is happening? Sure. Oh, I was waiting for the bump. I didn't want to flick it until he went, and he just didn't connect. Huge fan of that boost spawning in approximately 0.1 second after I left. Oh, that's not the bounce I wanted. Steal that boost. Kyle, thank you for the $5 super chat. How you doing? That's not touchy once. Good job, Fred. Oh, you slowed it down. Didn't expect that. No, that's important. Fred, get the reset? Nice. Flick. Ah, Fred. Sweet, innocent Fred. All right, that's a double tap. Bang! Really bad finish. Really bad finish. I could have wrapped around that a bit more. I was trying so hard to go to the back post, I should have just gone for power. We're just gonna have to lob that because that guy was waiting for it. We're gonna lob that teammate, get back. I gotta stop trying to cut around like that because it doesn't really do much for me because I can follow it up. But the problem is if my teammate's not middle, then I'm kind of just like bluffing with like, oh, I'm gonna touch it. I'll touch the ball, and then they're like, okay. They're just gonna stare at me. Yeah, there was no winning on that one. Very blunted edge attack all day for me and Fred and Fort. Love the Sandlot look. Yeah, I have not showered, and I didn't really feel like showering because I went to the bathroom to shower and realized I just put my towels in the wash. And I was like, right. And so I was like, well, I'm not gonna wait 2 hours to stream, so let's just stream. All right. Update our goal. Bing. I can't see Juan Lopez or chat because you gotta look in the top right because that is a YouTube chat. Why would you steal that from me, Megamind? Kyle's gonna go poor? Nah, Kyle makes $4 million a year. I'll be fine. Oh. He lives in an RV made of pure platinum. Financially poor, as opposed to spiritually poor? Use a shirt for a towel instead? I mean, then I'm just wasting a clean towel. Or a clean shirt. I followed advice to work for the government. I did not advocate that, but if you can get a government job, then very cool. Obsidian? What? Obsidian? Hey guys, let's not ask salary questions for people in chat. PTSD research for veterans. Hey, I was involved with PTSD research briefly. Nice. Bonk. I make 2 pounds of M&Ms. Yeah, I feed him like a, I feed him out of a bird feeder. Just hang it by his PC. And you just go. Oh, that's a drag. Right into the DAP shelver. 2K, 2,000 pounds? I don't even know what that would count. What do you think M&M's cost per pound? $3.99, $4.99? So, what am I looking at for that? Basically like a $10,000 salary of M&M's. Shaq, how things going in the academy? Shaq's working for the Canadian Mounted Police. He rides a moose around with a saddle, protecting the streets of Toronto. Ah. I left the academy months ago. Buddy, what? The lore is really all over the place. Stop. Bro, you're telling me it wouldn't be badass to ride on the back of a... Ooh, ride on the back of a moose? Peanut butter M&Ms? Well, it depends. Peanut butter or peanut? I like peanut M&Ms. I don't like for the peanut butter M&Ms. At that point, I'm just getting a worse version of Reese's. Bro, I was laughing my ass off. Some person the other day, I was like, do you know Reese's? That's not real peanut butter eating. It's like another version of it, like, or whatever. And I'm like, oh, God forbid, it's ruined. This candy I've been eating is artificial or whatever. And I'm like, dude, who cares? Like, that is like the least of my problems. Like, I'm not at a health food store eating, like, hand-woven peanut butter infused chocolate things or whatever with real cacao beans or whatever. Are Europeans yelling at me daily for growing up near Hershey? Hershey, Pennsylvania? Hershey's fine. Nestle is the one that's objectively evil, but it's because they are trying to privatize access to water. Like, those people need to be thrown into a fire. But Hershey's okay in my mind. Plus, there's Hershey Parks. Hershey's tastes like garbage. I don't know, man. I think Hershey's is like a good, accessible chocolate. I think the one candy that really changed my mind on certain European candy, I kind of thought my teammate would swoop in and notice that I was getting a very light touch and take it off me, but he turned away right as I touched this, so I was like, oh. But anyway, I think it's a Swedish candy. It's a Melka, if you guys know what that is, like M-E-L-K-A, I think. That is an insanely good candy, I'm not gonna lie. That's probably my favorite, low-key, like of the candies you can buy at like a checkout counter. Oh, what a save, holy. That was a very precise flip I needed to pre-flip at. I think Hershey's is my go-to if I'm making s'mores, though. It's a very good, like, melty chocolate for that. Plus, I like how you can break it into, like, nice little squares or rectangles, depending on your ways of doing it. You guys ever made air fryer s'mores? Pretty good. You basically put, like, the jumbo marshmallow. I thought I had a bloody nose for a second. The jumbo marshmallows in an air fryer thing and put chocolate in it, and then air fry it at like 300 for like a minute or so, and then it gets kind of mushy, and you can dip graham crackers in it like a chip and eat it like it's a dip, and it's pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie, Chad. You should really only do it if you have like 3 or 4 people, though, because I tried it with only one other person, and it was way too much for us. Maybe a small air fryer. Yeah, I'd agree that Hershey's definitely like a lower quality chocolate. I'm also just a fan of milk chocolate, though, so I think Hershey's is kind of fan. I think if you don't like that and you like a little bit richer chocolate, like dark chocolate, people are all about that. I'm a sucker for Lindt. I tried to call him out for not doing that flick early enough, but that was pretty stupid of me. This should not be really that close of a game, so I need to stop driving in. What in the bot is this? Now that bots have been spotted again, now whenever someone's like dribbling actually incredibly well, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Computer enhance. These guys aren't bots, but this is the best 1600s I've played all day. Bump the one guy, Horizon, I swear! My biggest pet peeve, dude. Like, there's one guy in the way. Why are we not just bumping him out of the way instead of trying to tap a ball? Didn't even hear him. $100 boost and you don't go on the sidewall? Oof, buddy, we didn't want to win. All right, well, GG. These are definitely the best players we played all day. These guys are pretty locked in. Their touches are really good. These guys are smurfing the shit out of this rank. This is actually in low 16s. Hello, Elaine live edits. Yeah, these guys are either accidentally smurfed or they're just actually like memeing on alts or something, because these guys are by far the best players we played today. Like, every touch is so clean by these guys. Ah, I thought I read that better. I want to see what rank this is. These guys were very good. Not gonna lie, I kind of got sucker punched by them. Yeah, these guys are alt as hell. There's literally no way they're only 16s. That's crazy. Good job, Pei. You are definitely the best duo I've played all day. I don't play the game anymore. Yeah, that's usually what I can tell if I play enough. I mean, I've played enough games that I'll run to like Rhyolite at like 1730, and I'm like, yeah, buddy, get out of my rank. Like, please go back to 2K or whatever. Dark chocolate is trash. Dark chocolate is not the chocolate I want by itself, but if you have like, have you guys ever seen those? Well, I guess they're Ghirardellis, but like, yeah, see, babe. If you have like those Ghirardelli chocolates that are like raspberry filling or something like that, that works really well with dark chocolate. Same with like something like mint, like a York peppermint patty or something. That stuff works really well with dark chocolate and not with milk chocolate. But when I'm just eating the chocolate by itself, I do not want anything to do with dark chocolate. Oh. Dark mint chocolate Kit Kat flavor? What? I was not talking about that one. Wow, we got a breakaway and then we missed it and then it got saved into a counter. That was the last thing I thought would happen there. I'm not sure how Winter didn't score that. Oh, well. Change your diet to include less sugar and it makes a huge difference in the sweetness of everything. That's kind of how I feel with soda. I drank a bunch of soda because my dad drank a lot of soda growing up. I learned it from watching him! But anyway, once I kind of got out of college, I stopped really drinking soda in general. And to this day, I bite into a can. I drink maybe 1 can of soda a year. It's just like, I don't crave it at all. And now when I drink it, especially like American like high fructose corn syrup type stuff, horrible, dude. It tastes so weird and it tastes so thick. It doesn't even taste like a liquid when I'm drinking. So yeah, after a while, you just get sick of it. I find the same with salt. I used to eat a lot of really salty stuff. Oh my God. Dude, I'm just not expecting these guys to get these shots off. Why are we not challenging this? Winter, hello? 100 boost, hello? How did you lose that? He got bumped, okay, well. Okay, I think a good plan should be let's not give up stupid goals. What did I just say? Oh, it's okay, Winter, it's not like you're gonna flip past it, right? Hey, Dijon. Hit off backboard. Not like that. You know, Winter, I do appreciate you going for that. I don't like Dr. Pepper. I freaking love Dr. Pepper. If I drink a regular soda with corn syrup in it, I usually get a Dr. Pepper. How you been? I've been pretty good. I started my job, mattress firm, slinging sleep. And I had a week actually last week in my second week of sales, in which I had 2 days back to back, in which I was top 5 in the entirety of DFW in sales. So that was nice. That was sick. So happy with that. It's actually like a much easier sales environment than the previous job. I like B2C sales. Plus, it's like a very warm client. So if someone walks in, even if they're like, "Oh, I'm just looking," like 90% of the time, it's like, "You can sell. I can sell you something." Ah! I tried to get a better hit on that. Oh wait, I remember Winter. I've never won with him. That explains a lot. Just like so many times I give them an open net and then they take too long to get to it and then they miss. One of those sleep sellers got me good. I mean, that's what we're trying to do here. Trying to make that margin, but if anyone in this chat needs a mattress, I'll give you a good deal, trust. Yeah, but yeah, I sold a split king, so it's 2 twin extra XLs, Luxe Breezes, which is like a mattress that on average keeps you like 10 degrees cooler throughout the night, that Tempur-Pedic makes. I sold him a split king with an adjustable base, the Ergo, which it does like lumbar support, massage, does raise your head and feet and your lumbar region, which is the main reason I like it. And that was like a $13,000 sale, so that was nice. It was mostly the wife, but it came from my wallet. Did you go to the store together? That's actually what I bought my wife? Hell yeah. I mean, that's a great mattress, dude. Luxe Breeze is definitely what I'm gonna buy once I inevitably upgrade my mattress. I've slept on the couch for 2 years now. My cats take my bed. Oh no. Yeah, we're taking a bit of break. I don't want to play against... I've lost a couple games where I really feel like I shouldn't have, so need to chill out a bit. See if we want to keep going on the stream. God dang it! I have like I inhaled dust because I'm kind of sneezy, but it's like dangling in my like nose hair. But yeah, very good bed. Definitely expensive, but yeah, it was like a 13K purchase, so I think I got in commission, it should come out to just around like 1,300 bucks. So I'm like, a bat in the cave, as they say, what doggo. Oh. But yeah, definitely a good start. I'm working a job tomorrow at I'm working at a location tomorrow that I'm not gonna lie, does not look like it does a lot of business, and I'm getting a little anxious, but it's a Friday, so I'm gonna hope that we get a little bit more. I've never been there before, but historically when I've looked at their prices or their sales numbers day to day, it doesn't look great. So might be one of those things where you get maybe 1 or 2 people a day that you gotta close, otherwise you're gonna go home broke for the day. Well, not go home. It's not like we get paid the day of, but you know what I mean. She likes it up, but she really wanted an Alaskan king. An Alaskan king? What the frick? I haven't heard of that. Not even a California king? Alaskan king? Kids doing all right, though? What do they sleep on? Yeah, but I like the Lux breezes though, or the breeze line and temper, because I definitely overheat a lot. Oh. Oh. They say when the Alaskan King, their good number 3 is on the way. Number 3 is on the way, dude. There you go. The Vicente family grows ever more. But congrats. I've never heard of Alaskan King. Is this like a brand or something? It's an Amazon order? Okay. Yeah, I don't know much about the wildlands of Amazon orders. I was also watching a YouTube video and they were sponsored by a company called Bear that makes mattresses, and I was like, all right. We'll try to queue one more chat, but I think I can feel my brain starting to turn off, so need to start winding down, get to bed. Bleh. Night, night, Kyle. Yeah, I need to start winding down for bed, and I can feel myself not playing super great, so we'll give one more game. Fuzzy easy. Oh, and he's AFK. Oh. Oh my God, you went for... I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think that he would go for that. I had no worries about him. He just came a little out of the blind side. I should have flicked that earlier, but I wanted to see if they would bite. And they did, so. That's funny. All right, Drippy is going to be the classic Crackhead 2's archetype. Buddy, you had an open net and you flicked it? Are you high? No, I wanted to reset on that. What kind of name is this? B. Larry King. Okay, we'll take that. Apparently the Alaskan King is larger than the California King by quite a bit. Just ask my wife. I mean, I assume so. I just wasn't sure if it was like a size thing that's specifically made for this brand or whatever. How much bed does she need though? Like, freaking... I don't know. For me, I just feel like the King is like a good size. California King is ideal. But I'm like, at a certain point, do you want your whole bedroom just to be like 700 square foot of bed, you know? Like, oh, we don't have floors in our apartment. It's all... Oh, it's just all bed. Covers half the kid. That's what I'm saying. Like, how much bed do you need? It is a bedroom. That's what I'm saying. Like, at a certain point, it's more bed than carpet. I don't know. I think a California King is more than enough in my mind. I mean, maybe it's different if you're like really tall people. But like, cause I'm only 6'10", you know? I'm not tall like other people in my family, but. Ah. 108 by, I'm sorry, that's just a little too big. See, the thing that I can't get behind is that you have to buy that mattress, and then any store you go to, you cannot buy sheets. I guarantee you're not finding 108 by 108 fitted sheets. So you're gonna have to special order those from that. And it's just like, ooh. Oh my God, I thought he was gonna let me go all the way through. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. Short kings and queens this household, then that bed is like ridiculous then. Because 60 inches is 5 feet. So that bed is a solid, what, like almost 9 feet? Yeah, it's 9 and a, nice. Yeah, it's 9 feet. So like that's an insane measurement. That is such a long bed. I don't know why I was taking so long to calculate that. But I was like, well, 9 times 12 is 120, so minus 12. There you go. Not even or odd. I'd say it's pretty odd. That's what I'm saying, like any sheets you have to buy it from whatever, you know, company wants the Alaskan King. And I'm just saying, Mrs. Dijon has ritzy tastes. She's like the only family on her block growing up with Alaskan King. She's like trying out a king in a store. She's like, why is it so small? She does, it hurts my wallet. I can't even imagine buying a 108 by 108 mattress. The thing is, I've just never heard of that, so I'm like curious if it's like a brand specific thing or what. Maybe I'm just too broke for that. Maybe she's like shopping in the Sky Mall of mattresses. Also, personally, if the kids have Alaskan Kings, that's even more confusion. Like, you're sleeping one kid to one bed. Why do they need a 9-foot thing? Like, those kids are like 4 feet tall. Listen to this poor Zig sitting on his 10-foot by 10-foot bed being like, wow, he has no idea. I didn't realize he was a brokey like that. Thank God we won that. His bed doesn't even have its own zip code. That's true. I gotta Google this. I'm honestly not even like, what's going on here, chat? Alaskan King bed. Okay. Alaskan King is 108 by 108 mattress that offers 81 square feet. I mean, that's math. I've just never heard of that. Pricing and where to buy. Specialty retailers. Mattress Insider, Big Mattress Co. Can I buy them on Mattress Firm? Surely not. I've never heard of that, so I have to imagine you can't buy. We don't offer that. Well, it's a specialty retailer. Expect to pay from $2,300 to over $10K depending on the brand and materials. Okay, so Alaskan King beds. I think that the issue though is that you're being talked into buying an Alaskan King bed, and then you're trapped because you have to go to this company. And they're the only ones making these sheets at this size, so you're stuck buying these crazy ass prices. $3,500 for the Royale, when in reality you could drop $3,500 on like a pretty decently like good like temper for that at like a normal price for a queen. I just don't know why. Look how many people fit in this goddamn bed. I don't need that. Unless you guys are taking cutesy little family photos where everyone needs to be in the bed with a pillow or whatever. Like, I'm like, I don't know. I'm fine with the rocket of like, it's my wife, not me. That's what I'm saying though. Like, Mrs. Mustard, she's got some ritzy tastes. I can't get behind this personally. 81 square feet, dude. My apartment, that is more than 1/10 of the entire size of my apartment. I just can't even imagine. I could buy another trumpet for that money. That's what I'm saying. 7,500 for, that's how you say it, 7,500 for a freaking canopy bed for this Alaskan king. I just can't do this, dude. It can hold 4 grown adults. Why do you need that? Why do you need that? Why do you need 4 people in a bed? You can have your wife and yourself starfish on both halves and you never touch each other. I wanted a cello, I got a bed. I want to know what I don't even care about the size of the bed. What is in it? Like, how does this compare to another bed? Okay, the Adler bed. Is it the frame? I think it's a frame. The Royale? That's the mattress, right? The Alaskan King Mini is 96 by 96. That is 8 feet. So the Mini. There's the Biggie Junior, Bigger, and Max. Okay, the Max is 156 by 108. Okay, what are the layers on this? Okay, you have the Hyper Cool. I don't know what that is. Is that gel? Gel foam? Okay, here's latex foam for support. And then posture support base. What is that? Is that more foam? Is that wrapped inner spring? I don't like the lack of specificity I'm getting on this. What is the design of this bed? I found some used ones for 11.5, but I spent 17.5. Oh, this one's on sale. You could have gotten this one for 156 inches wide. Christ almighty. How do they ship this? Did this come vacuum sealed? It's mostly foam. I'd have to think they'd have to roll it. There's no shot you're putting this in a truck. It didn't come vacuum sealed? That came in a truck? How do you fit that in a doorway? They put it in a box truck. It's inspired by memory foam. It sleeps cool and bounce back shape quicker so you don't feel stuck. Plus it's eco-friendly. I need to feel this mattress. Is there a showroom? I need to go in here. I cannot believe these people need a bed this big. I am blown away at anyone who buys a 156 by 108. Do you guys even fathom how wide that is? They dropped it off and installed it. I need to feel this mattress, favorite letter I've ever heard. Well, I'm just like, I need to feel, because like, if this doesn't feel like the most luxurious mattress ever, it's a ripoff. But, because we have some pretty expensive mattresses in our showroom. I mean, Mattress Firm isn't like meant to be this, like the luxury, like custom made bed market. It's not built for that. It's built for like the everyday consumer who wants maybe an upscale product, but not like this. But like, I'm like, I can't fathom why you would need a bed 156 inches wide. It's like boggling my mind, dude. What is that? It's just under what, 14 feet? Like they're 13 feet wide? What's that in centimeters? We can do the conversion on that. 158 inches is 401 centimeters. For comparison, for my Euro heads. So the bed from left to right is 400 centimeters. I guess if you get knocked out, you're thinking you develop a desire for a good bed. I mean, yeah, VOC says that. Increases circulation is an interesting claim, but I guess technically if it keeps you cool, you could kind of argue that. I don't know, man. Dijon, what's the ultimate flex is did you finance this or did you just straight put that on an Amex or something? Because that shows how much you're balling out if you're just being like, yeah, I'll take that 17.5, put it on my debit, put it on my Amex or whatever. You put that on a debit? Oh my God, dude. Your bank called you, be like, bro, are you okay? Clearly this is fraud or money laundering because you just spent 17K on a bed. Granted, Matches Firm has a couple on our showroom that can add to 17K. They literally did have diet here. And you said you bought this for yourself and also all the kids sleep on an Alaskan King as well? I'm gonna assume what you bought for the kids is like a 108 by... For a kid, I'd buy a 108 by 80. They don't need a full 108 by 108. Like, that's a little too much. I don't know. Does it change by firmness? No, it doesn't. That's really funny, though. That's funny how 0% APR is still $315 a month for this. Do they go up to 72? What's the sample plan for this? Oh, they're financing this across only 24 months. Yeah, screw that. I'm not. That's quite a lot. Oof, dude. I don't know, man. I find it very telling that all the reviews are like, yeah, the UFC drivers, and then there's just some random other dudes that are like, yeah, it's pretty great. But I'm like, I just can't imagine a bed in which I'd even sleep. I sleep on only half of my bed. Like, I don't sleep on the left side of my bed. I sleep only on the right. Because I just get used to, like, when I'm like in a relationship, they take one half and I take one half. And when they're not there in my apartment, then I should still sleep on the same side. So like, it's just strange to be like your morning commute is just to get out to the edge of the bed if you're sleeping in it alone. It's gonna take you 15 minutes to just crawl, you know, to the far side of your 158 or whatever inch bed. I don't sleep on it. It's 108 by 80. Okay, that's what I would buy for a kid bed. That works. I am legitimately blown away by this. Flip it around, it'll last twice the time. Exactly. That's so funny. I'm genuinely wondering if that would fit in my room. Because mine's a queen, which is not as long. Well, I mean, I guess it is kind of. That'd be 60 by 80, so... I mean, I guess, yeah, I mean, it would fit, but... It'd be tight, dude. I'm not gonna lie. This match alone, no base would take your room. Yeah, because like my queen takes up more than half of my room from foot to head. So I'm like, honestly, yeah, it would be really close. That's really funny though. My girlfriend was telling me about, she sells some designer beds that apparently are $80,000 for the mattress. I don't remember the brand name of those, but I'm trying to remember what they are. I could probably just say most expensive bed. Is it a Hastings, maybe? A baldacchino. It's accented with 200 pounds of 24 karat gold. Priced, wait, Hastings Grand Vividius, priced between $300,000 and $1 million. It is the Birkin of beds, completely handmade using horsehair, wool, cotton, and flax, taking 600 hours to make the bed. Wait, there's a bed that's fully magnetic that floats in the air and it costs 1.6 million? Ah, yes. Horsehair. I don't like the look of flax. It looks like a human's hair. Okay. Just pine in there for the bass, I guess. $868,000. That's so much. What is that mattress? Is that the base or is that part of the mattress? That literally looks like a 28-inch mattress depth. This has to be part of the base. There's no way this is part of the mattress. Yeah, that looks like a box, like a fancy box spring, basically. Right? Wait. Oh my God. I thought that was still full size. I was like, wait, hold on. How deep is this? Yes, the base. Okay, I was about to say, I thought that was the full size cut in half. I was like, wait. Like, is this the 36-inch deep mattress or something? Christ, dude. So that's all horsehair in a pillow top. And then it's wool, cotton, and more horsehair. And then the third layer is the pocketed springs. Okay. Christ, dude. Dude, that's insane. I can't even imagine. I mean, this market is only for billionaires and billionaires. Like the most accessible one I can see on this website is 69. And that's not bad. That one for me is like, yeah, I can see that, sure. But the fact that that is the entry level for this is crazy. I cannot believe there's actually things that people will pay. A Grand Vividius is $868,000. Christ. I would love to try that bed though. I low-key feel like, is there a store near me? Wait, there's one in Houston. Wait, there's one in Dallas. Wait, I know where that is. Wait, hold on. I know exactly where that is. I need to go in there. I need to go there and try that, this bed. That is in a very good part of town, I will say. So that makes sense. Yeah. I wonder, they probably sell a lot of these to like some guys. If I signed a Supermax contract, you know, and I got like paid like $400 million, sure, I'd buy a $1 million beds. F it. Make it happen and give us your opinion. We do something called comp shopping, and we're supposed to go to technically to like normal stores. Like I'll go to the Hastings one. Hey, what do you have in this Dallas location? What's in your showroom, bro? I guarantee I'm gonna walk in though, and they're gonna clock immediately that I'm too broke. They're like, bro, those shoes, get the fuck out of here. You can't afford this. Those are long hours for, I'd have to think, a very niche shopping market. Because again, the cheapest mattress they're selling is $7,000. I don't know, man. I can't even believe that. All right, anyway, I'm gonna end the stream because I've just been screwing around. I'm gonna end stream. GG's chat. I am working tomorrow, but the next day, I think I'm gonna try and schedule a stream because we got GeoGuessr that we're gonna do, and then Balatro, because I have yet to play Balatro, and you guys beat our dono goal, so it's gonna be Balatro and GeoGuessr, and then I'll work in Rocket League a little bit later as well, or before. I don't know. Either way, peace out, much love, and we'll catch you guys some other time. I'm gonna try to raid out on Twitch.